my gorgeous beings of light. Welcome back to another reading. Welcome back to my channel. For those that don't know me, I am Daughter of the Divine. Nice to meet you. For those that do know me and are returning to my channel, welcome back. Thank you for coming back, supporting me, being on this channel with me, being on this journey with me. Today you're at a new angle. If you're new here, you wouldn't know that. If you're not old here, but you've been here before, you know that you're at a new angle. And that is because my ring light broke. And I said it in the last video that I did. I'm like, this is probably gonna be the last time I can use this one. It was kind of like flickering, going in and out. But it finally broke. Now I definitely need to get a new one. But I'm like, it's natural light outside. And why do I have to pay for ring light when there's natural light? Okay, so I like this angle. I like the light. It looks nice. But today's reading is going to be about who did your future spouse used to be versus who they are now. Okay, so you're getting a little peek into their past and then who they are now. This could be them like now until you meet them, or this could just be them now in whatever energy they're in right now. Take it as it resonates for you or as you want it to resonate for you. Go into the reading with the intention of, if you want who they are now to be who you're going to meet, then let it be that intention, okay? Or put that intention into the reading while you see me shuffling, all that kind of stuff, to kind of get the proper energy that you want, okay? Because I'm just here, I don't know at this point, if you want it to be who they are now or who they are when you meet them, because we don't know you're going to meet them, but we're just getting to the energy of who they are right now versus who they were before, okay? So we're going to get some tea, we're going to get some interesting messages. I hope. I feel like all readings are interesting to me anyway. I'm just like, oh, really? Tell me more. I'm just nosy. But yeah, that's what today's reading is going to be about. I have 3 options for you guys. I was trying to figure out what to do, but like when in doubt, I just use my cousin's stuff. She's not here. She'll never know. So for group 1, we have a stamp. It's like a little, you stamp it. And this is a character from Demon Slayer. He's the main character. And his name is Tanjiro Komodo or Komodo. He's the main character. I haven't started watching this, but I'm definitely going to. Then for group 2, we have this orangey stamp, or it's yellow on the inside, so orange and yellow. And this character is Mitsuri Kanroji. I hope I'm saying her name right. If I'm not, then I'm just not, sorry. Group 2. And then for group 3, y'all don't get a real character. Y'all get this heart guy with glasses, okay? It's a heart with glasses. Now, I was going to check to see if it was a character from the show, but I'm pretty sure it's not, because these 2 look to be the same and they're from the same show. Those 2, group 1 and group 2, and this one's like kind of bigger. So I don't know if this could be a character from Demon Slayer. I'm pretty sure it's not. But I don't watch the show, so I can't be 100% sure. But I think it's just like a regular old heart with glasses. A cool heart. But yeah, if you guys want to see them all together, hold on, let me make them look right. We have 1, we have group 2, and then we have group 3. So you can see them all together. I don't know why this one is acting up. Like, it's loose. So 1, 2, and then 3. And of course you fall. Thankfully you fell. Right back to get you. Okay, so you're going to choose the one that calls out to you the most. Maybe the color scheme, maybe the characters if you watch the show and know about the show. But without further ado, I will see you at your reading. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 1s. If you chose Tanjiro Kamado, let me stop. I don't really know. It's Kamado. Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer. He's the main character. Then you're in the right place. I'm going to leave those messages for after, because I feel like, of course, every anime, manga, whatever you want to call them, they all have character arcs. So we meet the character in a certain place in their life, and based on what they go through in their journey, because there's always a challenge for them to overcome, based on what we see them go on in their journey, they become a completely different or an evolved person in their character arc. So I don't, like I said, I don't watch this show, so I don't know what his character arc would be, but it would be amazing if I did, because then I can say, oh, he started off this way, and towards the end of the series, or where it's at right now, because I don't think it's done, he became this kind of person, That would help. That would be helpful. But that's what we have the cards for, do we not? So today you guys see yourself at a new angle. If you are returning watchers, and why all this white stuff is on my shirt? Like, please. And if you are returning watchers, you see yourself at a new angle, and that is because my ring light broke. I just saw 111, and it was time for it to go anyway, because it was acting up for the longest time. But I have to get a new one, so y'all see me right in this angle where I can get some natural light on me. Yes, so today's reading is going to be about who was your future spouse before and who are they now. Okay, who do they used to be and who are they now? Like I said in the intro, whether you watched it or not, be sure to be very intentional and put the vibes out there while you see me shuffling the cards for the, if you want the who they are now to be who they'll be when you meet them, or just who they are right now in their life, because you don't know how long or how far you are away from meeting them. So who knows if this is who they are now and you're going to meet them tomorrow. You know what I mean? Or this is who they are now. You're going to meet them 5 years later, which means they've gone through another transformation again. You know what I mean? You see what I mean? So kind of put the intention, if you want the who they are now to be who they are when you meet them now. You see what I mean? Okay, so I want to get into the reading already. We have red, which is giving someone who's like very bold, but I'm not sure if this is who they were before, who they are now. That's how I want to get into the cards before I kind of decipher the stamps. I'm already getting messages from the stamps, guys. I'll be getting messages from anything, honestly, child. That channeling be coming through in clutch. Okay, so we're gonna get some cards. Okay, we already have takers. I didn't ask a question. We have cause and effect, clarity and awareness and reflection. These kind of go very well together. That's crazy. We have, wait, because they do. We have the sleeper and the waker. I'll keep them because this is not a coincidence. We have the sleeper and the waker. I'm like, wait, these cards look, you know, similar. And that's because this is just basically a light version of it. And in this one, the eye is closed, and this one, the eye is open. But they kind of have the same effect, which is like awareness and reflection. And the sleeper is like clarity. So it's like the same thing, awareness, okay? So maybe this person has always been someone who was very, you know, aware of their surroundings, very good at, you know, coming to clear and concise decisions. They're a good decision maker, in who they were before and who they are now, okay? Who? I'll be getting the weirdest emails during a reading. Like, I'll be sitting here mind my business before doing a reading and nothing. And then as soon as I start doing a reading, my phone want to start blowing up. No. Okay. The waker and then the sleeper. So who they were before, is that how I'm going to place them? Yes. Okay, so I'm getting before this person was an overthinker. So they thought things through to the point of like frustration is the vibe that I'm getting from this person. The waker, it's kind of like your eyes are always open, you're on the lookout. It's paranoid is kind of what I'm getting. It's like you're over aware of your surroundings, you're like trying to make sure everything is perfect, trying to make sure nobody's trying to come and get you, kind of thing. Paranoid, basically. And you're always reflecting on things. It's kind of the vibe of, you know, when you have a social interaction with someone and then you end up maybe not seeing them or leaving that interaction and going home, and it's kind of like, oh wow, I could have done this better. Or it's like, you know, you're having an argument with someone and you come up with the best arguments or rebuttals after the argument. Like, damn, I could have said that and I probably would have won or something. You know, always trying to, you know, think of things that have already come and passed and think of what you could have done better. That's what this person used to be now. They're the sleeper. They probably couldn't get sleep before. They probably had, I'm hearing insomnia. They probably had nightmares, which kept them awake, or their overactive mind, because it's giving me the vibe of when I was younger. I used to, like, when I was purposely, like, turning off my phones, like, it's like teenage years, I would say, turning off my devices. There was no TV, and I was actually purposefully, you know, trying to go to sleep, like laying there in bed, like, okay, now it's time for you to go to sleep. I would just be thinking about the crazy stuff. It's like, what if I don't wake up tomorrow? What if I don't do this? Like, what if I die? You know, like, just a whole bunch of crazy stuff you're thinking when you let yourself sit there and rest. Like, you rest your mind or clear your mind. It's kind of like that. Like, you're in your bed and you're thinking about all the things from today. You're thinking about things that happened 10 years ago, and your mind is not at rest. It's not at peace, kind of thing. So you're awake and scared to go to sleep, like, oh my gosh, what happens if I don't wake up tomorrow? What happens this? What happens that? You know, just a constant chronic warrior is the vibe that I'm getting. But now with the sleeper, this person I like a light now, who they are now. This person's gets more peaceful sleep. I'm getting the vibe. This person sleeps better than they ever did before. And that's because they understand, I don't know, it was kind of like this person's like, they were aware before. Now it's kind of like they're awoken with the whole and it's funny how the waker was the card they were before and the sleeper is who they are now, and I'm like, now they're more awoken, because it's kind of like they're at rest, they're at peace, they know that everything happens for a reason, they're not constantly stressing, overthinking everything, you know, so they're more chill, more calm, more on their sleeper. They know this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, you know what I mean? So they're not as scared or anxious about certain things or paranoid about certain things now, and they definitely have more of a clarity on life with their eyes closed, you know. I'm hearing nothing's gonna stop me with something with my eyes shut. I see right through them. I see right through them. So I think that's Eyes Shut by Years and Years. It's the song. It's like nothing's gonna wake me with my eyes shut, because I see right through them. I see right through them. So that this person's not as paranoid, like I said, as they were before, because they just know that they have a peace about them now. They know if somebody does something to them, they don't have to worry about how they're going to get back at them. That person's going to get their karma. They don't have to worry about work tomorrow because they're still in the yesterday. Like, stop worrying about things that haven't happened already. And they stop worrying about things that have happened, because that's in the past kind of thing. If you understand what I'm saying, I hope you do. I want to get one more card for who they are now, because those cards came out before. Let me get a card for who their person is now. Because I did it. Oh, what is that? I hate bugs, but I also hate killing them because they're so little. Anyway, who is their person now? I'm not going to give me a card. Oh, that's crazy. Who is their person now? Please. No? Thank you. We have the Thief, seizing the moment and selfishness. Now, this is definitely playing into the whole not overthinking everything and just going with the flow of life. It's like they have their hands out and they're just willing to get whatever comes their way instead of overthinking. And it's kind of like, okay, if I don't have this much money right now, I'm not worrying about when I'm going to make my next dollar. I'm just, you know, going with the flow is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And they're also seizing the moment. So when something does come their way, they make sure to seize the moment by having that, you know, clarity and that ease about them. Like, I just keep saying that their eyes are open. I keep hearing that their eyes are open. I was going to say seeing that their eyes are open. But I kind of muddled up the words. And selfishness, this person could definitely be more focused on themselves now. And their happiness, their well-being, they're very much putting what other people think and how other people feel about them to the back burner. It's kind of like, I'm living my life for me. I'm not really worried about what people think. Yeah, this person was definitely that person in the past. These thoughts kept them up at night with the waker. It kept them up at night because they weren't like, they just overthought every single thing. And now they're like, you know what, I'm just gonna worry about me. And like I said, if someone does me wrong, I'm only worried about what I did in the situation, because there's cause and effect, there's karma, things like that. So if I did things on the up and up, there's no need for me to worry about what's coming in my life. If I'm living my life, you know, the way I'm supposed to on the up and up, there's no need for me to worry about bad things coming my way, because I'm doing right, I'm doing good by myself and others, so good will come to me, kind of thing. And I had every intention of pulling the cards out first and interpreting the message, but does that ever happen? Rarely. Can I get a card for who their person used to be before, please? Who their person used to be before? Their future spouse, please. Who was their future spouse before? Who do they used to be? We have the Courthouse. Interesting. I'm hearing playing by the book. I'm a stickler for the rules. This person could have been a judge before. I'm hearing, because you know how a judge is someone who makes sure everyone does things right, like kind of cop, law enforcement kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting. This is the goody two-shoes who was in class when the teacher left and everybody was talking, acting rowdy. God, the teacher said to not do that kind of thing. And they're just like, now, like, I'm going to worry about me. But before, they were definitely someone who was worried and making sure everyone was doing things right. And that's fun. I love how this is definitely playing into the cause and effect. It's like I'm sitting here worried about what everybody else is doing. I need to just be worried about what I'm doing, because I can't control anybody else. Like, cause and effect will come and get them eventually. What you do will have an effect, okay? and they're gonna have to deal with that. I shouldn't have to deal with that. What I do will have an effect, and I'll deal with it when it comes. Thinking about it before it comes is just like unnecessary, because you're dealing with it twice. I feel like that's a quote or something. Like, worrying about the future is first of all, you're losing out on the present moment. And then it's like you're worrying about it before it even comes, which is adding stress to your life. And then you're going to have to worry about it if it ever does come. So it's like you're stressing yourself out two times over for no reason, kind of thing. So this is someone who played by the book. They were a law-abiding citizen. Not saying they still aren't, but it's just this is who they were before, who they used to be. The Waker, someone who was overly worried about following, I'm hearing social or societal protocols. And courtship, not courthouse and courtship. Maybe this person was married before and they were in a relationship that ended. Because obviously they're going to be marrying you next. So they can't be still married to somebody, child. But it's definitely like the whole courthouse and the courtship. Who they used to be, they could have been someone who used to be married. And why does that keep coming through in my readings? I'm just like, bombastic side eye, okay? But everybody has a past. Let me not even blame them for it, okay? But yeah, courthouse and courtship, I'm gonna show y'all. Definitely saying this person had a past courthouse. They was married. Like, if it was courtship on its own, they were in a relationship. But with courtship and courthouse, it's giving they was married, okay? Who is their person now? Who is their person now? So before, they were someone who could have been, very maybe focused on marriage, or marriage was like the end all be all thing, because there's a lot of people who used to think like marriage was the goal, like I need to get married. And now people like, as long as I have someone I love and care about, there's no need for us to, like, marriage is just a piece of paper. That's how some people think of it. Now what I think of it, and I'm a business ain't, this is not my business, but I'm getting the vibe of that as well. This person was very much a stickler for the rules, kind of like, what is it called? Something in something, sitting in a tree. KISSING. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby in a baby carriage. So this person could have been stressed about those things. Like, were they following the steps and protocols, societal protocols of life? Do they have a good job? Okay, what comes next? Okay, I have a good job. Now it's time for me to find a relationship. Okay, what comes after that? We have to find a house. Then we have to find kids. They were just stressing about things. It didn't even have to be anything as serious or existential as, oh my gosh, will I even wake up tomorrow? It could have been, oh my gosh, I have so much pressure on my head. Like, okay, I just found a good job, and my parents are pressuring me, or society is pressuring me to find a wife now, because I can't be a single bachelor for too long. I can't be alone forever, kind of thing. So they were just stressed out about things, life, okay? Who is their person now? Like, I wish this table would shut up. Who is their future spouse now? Yeah, they had too much of a tight grip or tight hold on their life. They wanted to be too in control, kind of thing. Wow, guys, wait. Why do we have thief again? Why do we have thief again? Guys, no. This is what we're not gonna do. Okay. This is definitely giving me the vibe of them worrying about themselves. And what is also hilarious is that before we have 23 courthouse, and now the after is thief. So while this person could have definitely been, they work for the law, and now there's someone who, I don't know. I don't want to say they do unsavory things. That's not a message I want to be putting out there. But it could definitely be coming through in the cards. There's someone who's like a thief now. What's the next card? And we have concern. Who they are now? They could be someone who is very selfish and they only think about themselves, or before they thought about everyone else. And, playing things and playing by the book, doing things by the book. They're definitely someone who's more self-focused, which can make people want to not like them and take from them. You know what this is giving me? It's giving me like a crooked judge or a crooked lawyer, someone who when they first got the job, they were like, all wide-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to, serve justice. and they kind of realize that justice is not as easily served as we all think it is. It's kind of like there's so much gray in the world. Everything is not as black as white as the law. It's not as black and white as the law tries to make it out to be. So it's kind of like essentially the law doesn't work for everyone. It's not the best thing for everyone. And that's what this person could have learned. Maybe in getting a divorce or watching their parents go through a divorce. That made this person never want to be married because they don't want to go through what their parents went through, kind of thing. Oh boy. Something about that. But thief and concern, who this person is now. I want another card because those cards are wild to me. This person's definitely like all about themselves. And they're worried about something. Concern. They're concerned about their future. Okay, so this card we have here is great fortune. I was going to say that this person like has money now. They have high esteem now. And that concern is they're worried about people coming and stealing their wealth from them. So thank you for clarifying that for me. The thief is definitely giving me the vibe of women and drugs and money, you know, sex, love, and drugs, that kind of stuff. When you become wealthy, all those things come along to try to tear you down. And it's like how this woman, if you can see how she like has her chest all over tempting him, you know, has spillage, and she's tempting him, making his attention look her way, while this person is kind of like trying to steal from them. So it's also giving me someone who got it out the mud, someone who went from being, of course, not having anything to having a lot of things, and now a lot of people feel like they owe them, you know. So it's like, okay, you come from the hood, and a lot of people behave, and a lot of people, when you come from the hood, people feel like, okay, when you make it, now you got to support everybody on the block you came from. And it's like, pause, like, okay, I can help y'all, but I'm not gonna sit here and be giving y'all free money. That doesn't make it, it's not gonna make you guys not gonna continue to work for the rest of your life. Like, I'm not gonna be sitting here and bank rolling everybody's, you know. Relax. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here now. This person has a concern that now that they've made it in a way that people are going to come and try to take their wealth from them. So now they're kind of skeptical of everyone. And that it also plays into the song that I was hearing, Eyes Shut. Nothing's gonna get me with my eyes shut, because I see right through them. I see right through them. It's like nothing's gonna get me with my eyes shut. I don't know what the word, I can't remember right now. Nothing's gonna catch me, get me, something. But with that great fortune is definitely now this person has some money. Now they're concerned, because this vibe is definitely giving me someone who is in their rich, expansive office behind their desk worrying about something. Someone who has the weight of the world on their shoulders more than they ever did before. But then that also comes with a clarity about who people are. You see, like I said, when you have like a job or a certain position, there are certain things that come to your attention that you weren't thinking about before. So you thought, oh, I thought I had worries before. Like Biggie said, more money, more problems. Okay? This person thought they had problems before, that they were paranoid before, and now that concern has even heightened now, has heightened even more now, because they have more money than they did before, and now they're worried and skeptical about everybody that comes their way. Oh, this woman who's showing her chest, is she trying to tempt me to buy her things? Does she want my money? Is she distracting me while somebody takes my money? It's giving this person is still paranoid, but it's kind of like, it's not as like chronic as it was before, but they are still someone who is very aware, but it's in a different way. I can't explain it. Like I said, there's like a freedom that comes with having money, but then there's also a lot of worries. You have to second guess everyone around you, you know, that kind of thing. And I haven't even gotten the tarot cards yet, child. But with great fortune, thief, and concern, this person now in their life, they're concerned that people are going to definitely steal from them. So they have potentially become someone who's very selfish and stingy with their money, and it's given they have money. Okay. And then here we have distant horizons. We have a mature woman. We have high honor as well. So who they are now is someone who has high honor. They have great fortune, which leads to more concern about people using them. More concern about being stolen from. Then we have distant horizons as well. This person is still someone who's very future focused or thinking about the future. And it could be they're thinking about the future, but now they're worried about should they even allow anyone in their future. Okay, and then we also have change. So with distant horizons, this person is going through a change in their life right now. It could be them coming to the realization that, hey, I can't be this paranoid person forever. I do have to let someone in eventually. You know, I'm trying to fix that about them. Because that's been there from jump. It's been there from before. This paranoia, like I said in the beginning, has been there already. So they're kind of like, okay, now it's kind of, it could be taking over them even more now. And they're like, hey, chillax, relax, everything will be okay. As long as you do good and you are good, good things will come your way. They're trying to stay in that kind of mentality. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the tarot cards to see what else you can get. But the red is kind of giving me in hot water or having a dilemma, because what little I do know about Demon Slayer is the main character, Tanjiro Kamado, I believe he witnessed his sister being stolen or kidnapped by demons or turned into a demon. The whole reason it's called Demon Slayer because he's now someone who's hell-bent on killing all the demons out there, and I think finding his sister or getting revenge for them turning his sister into a demon kind of thing. So it's like this person had a very traumatic event happen to them, I would say, and ever since that, they could have led to a lot of paranoia, you know? They could have been someone who was mugged before, and now they're worried about it happening again. They could have, like I said, it could have been someone who watched their parents go through a painful divorce where the justice legal system failed their parents or failed one of their parents in particular, and now they're kind of like distrusting of the legal system. I just saw 2233. So can I get some cards for who their future spouse used to be? So it's like something about them like distrust. They've lost faith in something, and it could be the legal system. Because of an important relationship. They could have been someone who got married and got money, but they weren't able to sign a prenup, or they trusted someone and then that person ended up taking a lot of their money. Now they're, you know, like, wow, the justice legal system failed me and they let them take all my money or something like that. I don't know, something along those lines. Here we have the Hangman, a feeling of stuckness for who they were before. Definitely. This is someone who's looking and accumulating knowledge, okay? And they're hung up on something. So yeah, this person who they used to be, they're hung up on something. Okay, we have the, why was I thinking? Oh, I was going to say the Hermit. I should have said it. The Hermit, and gives me the same vibe, because that's what I was saying, accumulating knowledge, and that's Hermit vibe as well. But it's like the Hermit in reverse. It's something about like not learning their lesson or not wanting to do the work. So who they used to be is they were hung up on something, and it's like they didn't want to heal. They didn't want to go with it and realize what was the problem. That's who they used to be. And the last card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. And so something happened in their life, or they ended up being at the bottom of the wheel, and they were sick of being at the bottom of the wheel, and they decided to change their luck for the better. And in order to change their luck for the better, that could change their mindset kind of thing. It's kind of like someone who is operating like a scarcity mindset. Money never comes my way. Money doesn't love me kind of thing. I'm always broke, destitute, poor. You know what I mean? And someone having to change that mindset by saying, hey, money loves me. I attract money easily. Wherever I go, I find $100 on the floor kind of thing. And like when they realize by changing their mindset, slowly turn the wheel in their favor kind of thing. And the snake is kind of giving me the coiled snake at the bottom of your spine before you go through a Kundalini awakening. So this person was a coiled snake, you know, hidden within themselves, you know, Hangman, Hermit energy, not really letting anybody in, wary of everyone, always aware, and, you know, like I said, paranoid kind of thing. That's definitely a vibe that keeps coming through, I would say. So it's kind of like they were kind of cowered or wrapped in on themselves. I'm trying to figure out the right wording. They were coiled. What is the saying? That just very much kept to themselves, I would say, okay? And it could have been after this breakup, or it could have been because of the breakup with their parents. Because I keep giving the example of a lot of kids who see their parents go through divorce at a young age and see how nasty it makes them. Like, I never want to get married. And people are like, oh, why? Oh, because it turned my dad into a monster, or turned my mom into a monster, and I don't want to experience that ever. So now they're scared of ever forming close relationships with anyone or having any kind of committed relationship kind of thing. That could be what's coming through. So they kind of kept to themselves with the Hangman and the Hermit, definitely kept to themselves. And so something had to change. And with all the owls here, it was definitely some wisdom and clarity that came, that allowed them to sleep. Okay, so who is their future spouse now? Who are they now? King of Pentacles. What was I saying? Okay, so the Oracle card is out here giving the tea. Okay, which they usually do. So now this person's very much more in control of their life, and they are the King of Pentacles, someone who has a lot of, you know, wealth to them, a lot of esteem to them, a lot of I think esteem is a proper word. They have a lot of wealth, a lot of knowledge, a lot of esteem. What do you call it? Prestige, I think is what I want to say as well, but not really. They have like a lot of, I'll just stick with high esteem and prestige to their name now. They're definitely someone who's not on the bottom of the barrel anymore. They've definitely fought their way out, okay? And now with that, great, it's giving me with great responsibility, great power comes great responsibility. Now they're just like, oh no, like having a lot of money is even more stressful now than having a little bit. Because now what am I going to do with this money? I'm always paranoid somebody's going to come steal it from me. King of Pentacles. They're also someone who's like a very hard worker. They're the ruler of like the physical realm, you know, very prosperous, very abundant kind of person. Okay, so the story is panning out. I love that when that happens. I'm like, what I'm saying is, it makes sense. Or what I'm feeling is making sense. Okay, so who is their future spouse now? Who are they now? This person could have won the jackpot. They could have definitely been in hermit mode working on a project for the longest time. That project finally bore some, I would say, some pretty magnificent fruit. Who they are now is the Fool, which is definitely what I was saying. They're seizing the moment, going after things. They're not so, you know, scared to do things now. They're not so worrisome. They're not so stuck in their thoughts anymore. They're definitely someone who is going with the flow. I'm experiencing new things. I'm hearing expanding their horizons. And I think that's definitely what one of the cards said, like distant horizons. They're expanding their horizons. They could be traveling more. They could be meeting new people. They could be opening themselves up to meeting new people, instead of distrusting everyone. Can I get one more card for who are they now? Who's their future spouse now? I feel like they're I'm hearing rubbing elbows with people they never have before. So for example, if they come from a wealthy family where their dad left them and they were stuck with a struggling mom, their dad wasn't there. This is the example coming through, so it could resonate or couldn't. Okay, just bear with me, hear me out. So now they are only used to, you know, rubbing elbows with the rich and the elite, kind of. And now that they were stuck with a mother or a father or parents who got a divorce, now they're kind of like, I don't know, something turned them sour is what I'm hearing. And then it took them creating their own money and understanding the worth of a dollar, understanding how it goes when you have a lot of money. Now they're finally understanding things, or seeing things differently. And now it's kind of like where before they had a grudge against somebody, it was either they had a grudge against people who had money, or they had a grudge against people who didn't have money, kind of thing. Because there was something about somebody suing somebody, a divorce, somebody's taking all the money. It's something around that. It has to be. That keeps coming through. Essentially, they kind of, you know, kept themselves hidden from everyone. Or I'm never going to talk to someone like that person again. Or I'm never going to talk to someone who's beneath me again, because when my dad did, he lost all his money. You know what I mean? Or when my mom did, she lost all her money. So now I'm only going to talk to rich people. You know what I mean? And they're just like, okay, well, this life is no longer working for me, so now I have to do something different, right? Because they're unhappy. They're sitting in their glass tower, untouchable but lonely. Is the best example I can give you guys. And it's kind of like now they're ready to kind of expand their horizons, go on to distant horizons, and kind of like talk to people who they never would have talked to before. And I don't want to say poor people, I don't want to say that, but that's what's coming through. People who have less money than them, they are learning to be more trustful, less distrustful of those people, and they're kind of opening themselves up to that energy, you know, of, oh, I can be someone who has a lot of money and have friends who don't have a lot of money, kind of thing. It's going to be different for everyone, but that's the main energy that keeps coming through. Or maybe that's the best example that keeps coming through. Who knows? Okay, so who they are now. Okay, yeah, so they're gonna be upright because they both want to come out. So we have Four of Cups. Yeah, they're in like a very disinterested stage. But I feel like that's gonna change because then we have the Queen of Cups, someone who's delving deeper, someone who's exploring deeper, going deeper within. So it's kind of like giving this person went through a transformation already, and now they're going to be going through another transformation. Like, you know, they ended their journey. You know, the Major Arcana with the they had an accomplishment, they accomplished what they wanted, they had the Wheel of Fortune moment, cool, and now they're kind of starting over again. They have to be the Fool now. They have to be the Fool now. And kind of like, it's the whole vibe that was giving me where they're talking to people they never would before is because this is a bunny and this is a wolf. And wolves, I'm pretty sure, usually eat bunnies. Or one is a predator and one is not a predator. One is prey. And it's like this person is like tentatively coming over to kind of break the ice, which is funny because they're walking on ice. They're trying to break the ice with this person and, you know, be more friendly even though they're wary. Hush! That's definitely the vibe that I'm getting. That's why I was getting the whole, they were someone who was usually with people or from a family who had money and something happened and so I'm never gonna, you know, rub elbows with those people ever again or talk to someone beneath me because of something that happened. And I'm like, you know what, maybe I will. Let me branch out. Let me, you know, tentatively walk over to this bunny and try to be friends, you know? That's the vibe that I'm getting. Which is going to open them up to like a softer side of themselves.
Hello.
But yeah, there's something about them being in their high glass tower, not wanting to talk to anyone, curling in on themselves. Like, this person could either be like very private, very distrustful, something along those lines. And now they're trying to come off more soft. You know, like, I can let people in. I can have friends, you know. I can rub elbows with anyone. I can be friendly with anyone kind of vibe. That's definitely what I'm getting for who this person is now. Okay, so I have one more deck to pull from for you guys. Is there any other messages we need to know? I feel like we're done with the past. So I think that's what this person is kind of saying now. They're done letting the past control them. What they've been through control them. And they're ready to kind of like break free. I'm hearing break the mold. Okay, so now these cards are focusing on what they're doing now, who they are now, and potentially the future. Are we only going to get one card or what? Oh, geez Louise. This will be the card that falls. Okay. So the first card that came out is Dragonfly. Transform your mindset spiritually and mentally. Understand the deeper meaning of life. Adapt to the new things changing around you. Change is the only thing that is constant. See beyond the limitations. And change came out in these cards over here. I'm trying to remember where. And look at the bottom of the deck. We had sudden wealth. And we have that Wheel of Fortune, and it's 11. Yeah, this person could have, you know, won the lottery, or like I said, they, like, their business maybe wasn't doing well, and all of a sudden it popped off into the stratosphere, and they became very successful, and they started to distrust everyone around them. But here we have change. And then we have change coming through. Change is the only thing that is constant. See beyond the limitations. That is what this person is doing now. Or that's what they're trying to do for their future anyway. And now we have Zen, which is the card that fell. So this is the hardest thing. I feel like this is the hardest thing for your person to kind of come to grips with, or make their reality to relax and allow things to kind of flow. So we have Zen, the essence of happiness. Oh, it could be hard for them to let themselves be happy. Wow, how sad. Do things with a calmness and peace of mind. This brings enlightenment by understanding that everything that happens from this day forward is for your own benefit. And that's what that cause and effect was saying. This person's kind of getting into that energy of allowing things to just happen, to not think too much about it. It's kind of like to just do and live in an energy of, okay, I'm going to do good. And that's all that I'm going to be worried about. I'm not going to worry about the bad because I'm doing good. So I'm only going to, you know, attract good my way. It's giving affirmations, believing in yourself, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. This person's definitely, I don't know. They're like, I don't know. They're just scared or just stuck in like their bubble of what they're used to. and they have to learn, or they are learning right now, what these cards are telling me, to branch out, okay? To be more sensitive, to be more soft, to be more accepting of people. This person could be, like I said, a stickler, or they were a stickler for the rules of the courthouse. Like, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't be with people who do this, I can't. I'm getting the example of, oh, since I don't smoke, I can't be around people who smoke. Since I don't drink, I can't be around people who drink, you know, like cutting themselves off from like a vast majority of the population. Like, oh, because I don't smoke, I can't be around them. Because I don't drink, I can't be around them. Because they don't have money, I can't be around them. When the majority of the population ain't rich. So there's something about them closing themselves off, okay, from people. Definitely a vibe. And they're trying not to do that anymore. I'm hearing, I just can't live like this anymore, Alejandro. But yeah, this Zen, being comfortable, being cool, calm, collected, being this Queen of Cups, very much feeling energy, is definitely hard for this person. But they're trying, and that's all that matters. But that's what I have for you guys, though. Like, I feel like I pulled from all the cards. I have repeated myself multiple times, which always ends up happening, even though I try not to let it happen. But I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the divine family. Love to have you. If you ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day. As beautiful and wonderful as the day is outside. Spring is coming, guys. I'm so excited. Are you? Whenever you're seeing this reading, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. If you chose this orange stamp or the character Mitsuri Kanroji from Demon Slayer, then you're in the right place. Okay, so I'm definitely leaving any message that I'm getting alone, because that's not what this reading is about. It's about who this person used to be versus who they are now. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with that prompt. But I feel like it comes back around, so I will get into it if the messages come back. So I feel like, okay, we have the ambulance going on outside. Interesting. I'm hearing identity crisis or a health crisis. Interesting. So I feel like lately when I've been doing readings, it's been hard to get the messages out, or it's hard for me to articulate them the way I'm hearing them. And I don't know if that's telling me like to stop doing readings for now, but I don't know. I'm gonna still do them, but if they come out, you know, wonky, forgive me, bear with me. I don't know what. I feel like the last few readings I've been doing, they have been like kind of, I've been muddy. It's like, is this actually what I'm hearing or feeling? I just saw 111. But if you see me at a new angle, guys, my ring light broke. It stopped working, which I knew was coming to the end of its life. But me, I'm the kind of person who's not going to buy something new until the last thing stops working. So now today we are definitely relying on the Mother Nature's wonderful, beautiful light. Okay, so today we're going to be going over who did your future spouse used to be versus who they are now. Okay, that's definitely the vibe we're going to be getting into. And I'm interested. I'm very interested. I'm going to try to pull the cards out and then get into the energy, so I'm not constantly repeating myself, because I know that can get annoying sometimes. So that's what I'm going to try to do right now. Okay. So who did their future spouse used to be? And like I said in the intro, if you want this to who they are now to be the person you meet, put that intention into the reading, okay? Because who they are now is just who they are right now in this energy that I'm doing it. And you can meet them 5 years later, which really have become a different person as well. So if you want it to be who they are when you meet them, put that intention into it as you see me shuffling the cards, especially for who they are now. Just, you know, put the vibes out there, because it may not be the same for everyone. So please, can I get a card, or at least 2 cards, for who their future spouse used to be, please? Who do they used to be? Who do they used to be? Who did they used to be, please? Okay, we have a taker. We have the masquerade, hiding your true self and projection. And what was I saying about identity crisis? I heard identity crisis. Wow, projection. Yeah, okay. Can I get one more card for who their future spouse used to be? Please, no falling. We have the catalyst, radical change, then taking control. Beautiful. I feel I need to put this in the middle. So they were going through a transformation. The person who they used to be is not, obviously, is not who they are now. And that's because they took control. You know what I want to do? Let's bring this just a little bit closer so I don't feel like I'm stretching so far. Okay, so who are they now, please? Who are they now? Wow, the way the card just flew out. I wish you could have saw that. We have the Painter, productivity and creation. Look at how intense this card is. Wow. Productivity and creation. I want one more card for who they are now. They're definitely someone who is more in flow with who they are, and they're definitely on a mission. I'm hearing they're on a mission to do something, to be something, to change something, to create something. Busy, busy, busy bee, working hard. Working 9 to 5. If they even have a 9 to 5 job, but that's what I'm hearing. Okay, relax. The other card we have is the Sentinel, determination and certainty. Ooh, don't we love it? We love this vibe. Okay, Sentinel, interesting. So I'm gonna get some more cards. So for who your person used to be, they were definitely someone who was like uncomfortable in their own skin. They weren't sure, or they weren't comfortable being who they really were. And it's definitely giving me a quote of I was seeing a lot. I'm trying to remember where I saw it from, but it was basically someone on social media saying that who we are in our 30s is basically who our teenage or 11-year-old selves were, but now we're just not scared. We don't care what people think. That's the vibe that I'm getting. This is someone who was very I'm hearing eccentric, someone who was very different, and they tried to hide their differences by being, you know, that's how it is. Like when you're younger, you get bullied for being who you really are. You know, you get bullied for being different, and now when the older you get, the more it's celebrated to be different. So this person tried to blend in before, you know, they tried to put on a mask. Okay, so what was I saying? I was saying something about them blending in or changing and fine-tuning their personality to fit in. Excuse me, sorry. And it's kind of like, I don't know, because as you can see here in the Masquerade, it's definitely like in front, the mask they're painting, we have a painted on smile. But then the mask behind the mask they're wearing is a frown. They're not happy. So they weren't happy with who they were, or they weren't confident enough to be who they were, okay? It's definitely a vibe that's coming through. So who did their person used to be, please? But then for some reason, something happened. You have a catalyst here. Radical changes and taking control. Something happened in their life, make them be like, hey, it's time for me to stop putting on this front. These are way too many. Who are they now? No, who do they used to be? Jeez, they said, oh, don't focus on who I used to be. Focus on who I am now. So this person may try to play like a game of smoke and mirrors, or it may be hard for you to get them to open up and tell you about their past and who they used to be. Because like, I feel like, you know, covering who you were, who you are for so long comes with a little bit of shame. Like, why weren't you confident enough to be yourself? But it's kind of like it's growth. We're all growing, you know. Nobody wakes up knowing what to do, who they are, kind of thing. It's a learning process. But this person may try to, you know, cover that up or pretend it didn't happen. Watch out for them. They're not slick. They're like, no, worry about who I am now. So they may be very proud of who they are now, but who they were before. It's like, you know, let's just cover up over that chapter. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. We're worrying about it. That's what this reading's about. So we have pathway, who they were before. They have to find a pathway. They were on a path. They were on a journey. Shut up. I was just able to shut up. Oh my gosh. I can't tell. I get annoyed by little sounds. Like I just, I'm like, stop making all that damn noise. Shut up. Okay. We have a mature woman. Wow. This person could have ended up in a relationship with someone who was more mature, or they could have, okay, let me stop making it, you know, what is it called? Let me stop making it like slimy. No, they could have met someone, a mentor, or they could have very well been in a relationship with someone who was older. It could have been a mature man or a mature woman, but it's a mature energy and someone who told them it's okay to be yourself. Because here we have 6, which is the Lovers, you know, so I'm like, you know, it could have been a lover. Okay, who told them it was okay to be yourself. Like this person could have definitely unmasked them. You know what it's giving? I don't know why I keep bringing up this movie, guys. I'm so sorry, but they have the best. I feel like I have to bring up what I know, and I know this movie and the books. So 50 Shades of Grey. Okay? And y'all know, if y'all seen the movie, read the book, whatever, how he had his little, that lady, I forget her name, Elena or something, who took him when he was just a child. That boy was 16, 17. And she was using him as her own little sex toy, I believe, and teaching him how to be a specific kind of way, which definitely added to that boy's trauma. But it definitely allowed him to figure out that he was someone who likes to be in control. Figured out that he was someone who resonated heavily with the dom energy. But then he had to be a sub first for this Elena lady, even though he was underage. You see, that's why I was like, I don't want to make it salacious, but it might just be, because I didn't want to make it salacious. So someone who they ended up, having an encounter with, an entanglement with, and they were very young. I'm seeing 333. And that's someone who bloomed, and that someone bloomed or blossomed a creative idea, a person, I'm hearing, what do you call it? A personality, a character inside of them that they like being better than themselves, or it kind of awoken the person who was sleeping inside them they did not allow themselves to be. So it's kind of like giving someone who would always act shy, someone who would always be very quiet, and then when they're at home around people who they can be themselves, they're very loud, they're very rambunctious, they're very, you know what I mean, in charge kind of vibe. They're not that way in front of everyone. But then being with this person, this mature person, salacious or not, allow them to definitely tap into the energy and be more comfortable being that person. So I feel like once you're more mature, you're able to kind of see through the BS and see that the person that they're acting, the face in front they're putting on, is not who they really were. And also, like I said, in the movie or in the books, the 50 Shades of Grey books, okay, when he met this lady, he ended up having to be her sub, and that's because she was training him, because in order for you to be a dom, you have to start off as a sub. You can't just be trying to tell people what to do and not knowing how to be told what to do, or understanding what it means to be in that's the position you want to put somebody in. Okay, so she had him being the sub in the beginning, and then the more they kind of got into it, because she wanted a dom, honestly, kind of thing, but she had to teach him how to be a sub first in order for him to become that dom kind of vibe. That's definitely what I'm getting here with these energies here. I'm just thinking about the way Christian's mother slapped the mess out of her, and that was supposed to be, what is it called, her friend, and she was sitting here learning and praying on her son, and he already came from a background of having abuse. Like, what's going on in the world today, guys? It's crazy. But that's definitely what I'm getting for who they used to be. Something happened, they went down a path with a mature woman or a mature man, someone that was more mature. It could have been, like I said, a mentoree situation, or it could have been something more salacious under there that had this person finally blossoming and becoming who they feel more comfortable being, someone who's more in control with the Sentinel. Interesting. Okay, so can I get a vibe of, yeah, with that pathway, radical change and taking control? I saw 444, now I'm seeing 555. Oh, who is this person now? Why am I hearing imprisonment? Not hearing, seeing. We have imprisonment, and then we have marriage. Was this person forced to marry someone, and that's the path they went down with this mature woman or man? Oh, what? Okay, this catalyst, it did say radical change and taking control. Somebody could have taken control of them, imprisoned them here, and we have marriage. That's crazy. This is what we're not gonna do, guys. This is not cool. Okay, who they are now, I'm gonna put these cards back, but honorable mentions to them. We have imprisonment and we have marriage. And I do feel like, since I put a card in the middle, the catalyst, to represent the in-between stages of who they are now, which I felt called to do in the first place, so I guess we'll keep these cards out. So during this catalyst, during this catalyst, on the journey, the pathway of becoming who they were now, there was some imprisonment and marriage, I would say, here, okay? And that is going to be their middle phase. They were stuck in a marriage for a long time, or a relationship entanglement for a long time. Child, you know what I just heard? I just heard August and Jada. And I know what I mean, in entanglement. Sis was married, and they could have felt trapped in a marriage. And Jada was cheating on Will with August, and August ended up falling deeply in love. We're not going to talk about all that, but there is something here about some salaciousness going on. That's definitely coming through a lot. So yeah, something here about cheating. Someone, this person could have been married. This mature woman could have been married and preyed on them. Gosh, please. Wow. And if that happened, I'm so sorry for them. Give them a hug for me when you meet them, because I don't like that. Like, I really don't. It's not cute. We don't like predators around here. It doesn't change the fact of whether it's a guy being with a mature woman and guys like that or whatever. It doesn't change the fact that it's wrong. It's wrong, because it would be keep that same energy if it were an older guy preying on a younger girl. It would be a problem. But because it's a guy and it's an older woman, oh yeah, guys, you know, no, it's not okay. True. Who are they now, please? Can we focus on who they are now? So yeah, your person definitely could have ended up married or imprisoned in a marriage with someone, or in an entanglement with someone who felt imprisoned in a marriage, okay? Now we have poverty. Who they are now? Who is their future spouse now? Ugh. We have toil and labor, guys. I don't like this. No. Okay, we have poverty and we have toil and labor. Okay, so they're definitely someone who is still in the process of building themselves up from the bottom. I'm gonna get into the tarot, please. I need to now. Okay, so with the painter and the sentinel, there's someone who's trying to paint their reality right now. And I did say in the beginning when I saw this card, it's a very intense energy. So they're in a very intense, focused energy of, you know, getting rid of all these, I'm hearing demerits, or all these things that happen to them, all these red, what do they call them? Smudges on their name, on their reputation kind of vibe is coming through. They're trying to get rid of these red smudges, you know. What do they call it? Was it something Magdalene? Mary Magdalene? Or something like that, where she was the one who was like desecrated and everybody like wrote thing, you know, something about that in the Catholic Church, where there's the holy ones, then there's the Mary Magdalenes who was the tempting, the temptresses and stuff like that. This person could be trying to clear that from their name right now, and it has landed them in poverty, toil, and labor. If they weren't in prison in a marriage, a lot of us know, and if you don't know, when you get divorced, it's messy, it's bloody, and they take your money. It's expensive. So this person could have had to get out of that marriage, and it left them broken, destitute. But yeah, I just saw 1010, which is a transformation. It's the ending of something. So something really ended for them. They got themselves out of this, whatever imprisoned marriage it was, or this situation. And I kind of feel like maybe it's because somebody blew it up and somebody found out about it, and it left some smudges on their name, you know, their reputation. And they're working very hard now with poverty and toil and labor to kind of get out of that with the determination and certainty. The sentinel, they're definitely becoming the leader and ruler of their own life. Because where before they could have had somebody else ruling and telling them what to do, now like, you know what, no, never again. The sentinel's like the protector as well. They have to kind of step up and protect their own selves, which is so sad. Oh my. Okay, so can I get a card for who their person used to be? Or get some cards for who their person used to be? Like, you're either gonna co-sign the message. Okay, so this person could have been someone, like I said, who felt left out in the cold. But then when this person kind of picked them up, they didn't feel so left out in the cold anymore. We have 1111. So someone who may have been homeless and taken advantage of was given a safe haven as long as they married or did what this person said. And if they did, they got rewarded. They got to have a place to stay kind of vibe. And if they didn't, well, we see what happened after, the poverty and toil and labor. You see what I mean? I don't like those. I don't like that. Justice before. There was some justice that happened. Wow. I wasn't expecting this. And then we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Wow. So they thought they found their happy ever after, but it turns out they didn't. They thought they found their home, their safe haven, but they didn't. That's so sad. Like, I don't like that. Okay, so who they used to be. They thought they found happiness. They thought they found safety. They thought they found a home, safe haven, all that. They didn't. This was just a lesson. They felt trapped, you know? Because it's like 10 of Cups is happiness. So 10 of Cups in the reverse is kind of like something you thought would make you happy, but it's not making you happy. It's sucking the happiness out of you instead. So it's like fake happiness, like a false mask. Yeah, look at this. It's like a false mask. Somebody put on a false mask to convince you they were one person, and they ended up being somebody completely different. This person could have been in a situation where with someone who was hiding their true self and projecting this happy, you know, message. It could have been both of them, honestly. And that happens sometimes. You end up in a relationship where you think you want to be with that person, or that person is your ideal person, but they're really not. That's just who you think you're supposed to be with, you know, the projection of, you know, and then you already put on a projection. So it's kind of like who you think your projection should be with. Okay? Instead of who you actually should be with, kind of vibe. Whew. Anywho, we're moving on to who this person is now. Wow. We have Six of Wands in reverse. They're fighting and clawing and climbing for their victory. They like Six of Wands in reverse is giving what these cards over here said now. Poverty and toil and labor. Because Six of Wands upright is success, victory, control, high esteem, you know what I mean? And it in reverse is kind of like you're fighting. You haven't really gotten there yet, but it's in you. You have it in you. Because the Six of Wands doesn't come out for, you know, another card could have come out to say the exact same thing. But the fact that Six of Wands came out shows that this person is almost there. And I'm almost there. The way Tiana was almost there to get in her restaurant. So this person's trying to start something, you know, a business, stuff like that. And they're fighting very hard to make it. Because Tiana was working 15 million jobs in that movie. Okay, she would come home from one job and get sleep for like 30 seconds. Her alarm clock would go off, and then she would have to be out again working somewhere else. So that this person's not getting any sleep, any rest. They're working very hard and diligently. That's what's gonna fall, huh? And it's coming. If they're working very hard, putting in the work, and their success is coming. I heard their success is almost assured because they're putting in the work. They don't want to be this person they were anymore. Like, you know, being their true self, being this provider, being this protector for themselves is definitely putting them in an energy of receiving, of, you know, of gratitude, of like authenticity. And when you operate in who you really are, I feel like it's easier for you to attract things to you. When you're operating in an energy of hiding who you are, of ducking, of, you know, not even being sure, being confident, loving yourself, it's like you're not gonna really attract anything. It's kind of like someone who wants to attract love. You have to love yourself first. And who is yourself? Who is this person that deserves love and you want somebody else to love? Do you even know who that is? No. If you don't, you have to learn who that is, and then it will come to you. I just saw 15-15. If you do, then start putting love into that person, and then treating yourself the way you want to be treated. And then, you know, it's going to be easier for you to go out and operate in the world confidently, dynamically, and getting what you want. Okay, so yeah, this person's doing that. I feel like everything that I just said, it's like what this person's definitely doing. They're coming upon a victory with the way this hawk is reaching down to grab something, their prey, what they want. Okay, this person's definitely like predator, go-getter mode. So who are they now? Can we get one more card for who they are now? And we have the King of Wands, baby, period. Regal, confident, kingly, okay, attractive, dynamic. Like, everybody wants to be around the King of Wands. Everybody wants a piece of the King of Wands. That's what this person is becoming. Wow, I love it. And it's funny how we had straight wands. This person didn't get cups, didn't get pentacles, didn't get, you know, swords. This person got Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, King of Wands. About that action, that poverty and toil and labor. They don't want to stand that energy. They want to be successful. And the King of Wands is definitely, other than the King of Pentacles, is like a CEO kind of vibe. Someone who's going out there and getting what they want, using their masculine or feminine wiles, using their personality, you know. Wow. Don't we love this for them? I love this for them. Aww. Now my heart is all warm. Like I feel like this person really deserves whatever success is coming their way. And they've been trying so hard in this energy of trying, reaching, striving, and not getting anything. But I kind of feel like, I said, it's coming in. With this Eight of Wands and this King of Wands, they're definitely going to be reinstated, I'm hearing. But this time on the proper throne, where they're the ones that's fully in control, you know? And wow, we have, I just realized we have consecutive numbers here. We have 37 and 38. So we have, they're on the path, you know? I'm hearing like by the book. They're doing things by the book. And that's very hard to do, you know, because a lot of people want to have, like, you know, shortcuts. It's giving me, you know, like, oh, I'm saying how we all, not me trying to put my wrongdoings on y'all, but it's something that's really wrong. I know in gym class in high school, how they used to have us do, like, I don't know for y'all, but they made us like a mile run, where in order for us to pass the class, we had to run for like a straight 20 minutes and not stop. And I'm like, and y'all see, I ain't nobody who's skinny or, you know, who can do all that. And I was like, you know, really, like, this ain't for me. And he said, if you don't do it, you're gonna fail. So me, of course I did it, because I ended up passing. When I'm just like, bombastic side eye, okay? I mean, I guess it's their job to tell you, well, I know you can do it, do it. It wasn't in an encouraging way. It was a scared tactic, like, oh, if you don't run this 20 minutes straight, you're gonna fail. I'm like, okay, fine. I got me a little buddy, and we ran around the gym. But you know what we did when the teacher wasn't looking? We cut corners, you know, because it's like every gym is like square. And what we were doing, he said you have to run every, you know, sharp point to sharp point. I'm like, you know what? That's nice and everything, but that's not for me, you know? So whenever he wasn't looking, best believe I was cutting corners. And this person's not doing that, okay? But I don't know why I said all that, but I'm just like, you know, this person is not cutting corners the way sometimes in gym we would cut corners to not have to run the full square. You know what I mean? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. Interesting. It's like a path is being opened up. Some clarity is being, you know, and it's the way this frog is clinging to just one sword instead of both. This person's made their decision and they're moving forward, you know, more decisively. And that's definitely the King of Wands trait as well. They're becoming someone people can look to, which is definitely what a sentinel energy is. We're certain of this person. We're sure of them. We can depend on them. They're becoming someone who's more dependable. I feel called to look after. And then we have Nine of Swords, but you know, this person is definitely overcoming fears as well. But they've made their decision, and they're staying firm in that decision, which we love, which is the very King of Wands. That's what this person is now. What we're gonna do is get some last messages, and this is gonna be more so towards the present and the future. What this person is focusing on, you know, stuff like that. What they have to look forward to, I would say as well. No, not the same card as group one. Like, out of all these cards, why y'all just like to give the same cards? That's so annoying to me. But I mean, I guess we're all going through transformations. Okay. So the first card is Dragonfly. We have transform your mindset spiritually and mentally. Understand the deeper meaning of life. Adapt to the new things changing around you. Change is the only thing that is constant. See beyond the limitations. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Then we have Elixir. Water. The earth and the human body is made up mostly of water. It grants you eternal youth. Okay. Reduce the intake and overindulgence of alcohol, sugar, and other foods that lower your energetic vibration. And I know in the beginning, I said identity crisis and I said health crisis. This person could definitely be trying to become healthier, drinking more water, eating less sugar, processed foods, alcohol. They're definitely focusing on their health as well. I mean, I feel like if you're definitely someone who's working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Your body has to be, you know, healthy. Aw, okay. I heard one more card. We'll get one more card for your person. Definitely being very productive. Focused. Intentional. And then we have now. The only moment that exists, live in the now. Keep your awareness and concentration here. All there is, was, and ever will be is this magic moment that you have in every day. Stay here. And that's definitely what I was getting in the beginning when I was like, oh, this person doesn't want to talk about who they used to be. Like, no, who I am now. Like, focus on who I am now. You know, and I'm like, no, we need to, the whole point of this reading is to figure out who you were before as well. Okay, so relax. Thank you. But they're very much now focused. They're like, I don't want to dwell on the past, you know? I want to focus on the future. Okay, so good for them. But that's definitely, I hope this reading resonated. That's all that I have for y'all. That was the last deck of cards I had to pull from. This person is very much now focused and future focused. They don't really want to talk about their past. Like I said, it may be a little hard for you to get them to open up about what happened to them if they did have a traumatic past, which I'm definitely getting. Okay. But yeah, just ask them, like, what made you, when you meet them, like, what made you, if they end up being successful by then, or if you meet them in this energy, whatever intention you put into the cards when I was shuffling them, whether this is going to be who they are when you meet them, or this is just who they are as of right now, kind of thing. Just, you know, try to ask them, like, hey, so who you used to be a little, you know what I mean? Just try to ease into it a little bit, and I feel like they'll open up like a book. I'm just getting that feeling. Maybe they won't, who knows, but maybe they will, because it's you, their future spouse. Like, please. Anyway, yeah, I hope this video resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe of Divine Fam. We'd love to have you. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day. As beautiful as the day is outside, I wish I could show you. It's just so beautiful. Like, spring is coming. I'm excited. I feel like I'm coming back to life a little bit, because I used to be someone who didn't really believe in seasonal depression, and I'm like, you know what, the past few months I've been feeling real crazy, so you know, I might just have to believe. You know what I mean? Like, I might just have to believe in it. And I don't know if this is I don't know if this is something that happens every year. I just didn't realize it, but I'm definitely going to be more aware of it next year to see if it's a repeating pattern. Because I hear people talk about it, I'm like, you know, that doesn't happen to me, you know. I may have lied, who knows, we'll see. But yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this heart with the cool eye stamp, let me see if I could. Nope, it's dried out. I guess you need to put more water on it. Then you're in the right reading. And we have purple here, which is very much crown chakra energy. And we have red, which is root chakra energy. I didn't want to get too much into any messages that I'm getting from the object, because this is supposed to be a who they are, who they used to be reading, who does your future spouse used to be versus who they are now, okay? And for the other 2 readings, we had actual characters from Demon Slayer. And like I said in the intro, I'm not sure if this, I'm pretty sure it's not, because I'm sure they wouldn't have a heart with glasses running around or walking around on that show, you know, or talking on that show. Because some animes do have, like, you know, those little weird things placed in there, or like inanimate objects that come to life, or, you know, cats or animals that are just always there. But I don't think Demon Slayer gives me that vibe. So I think, I don't know, these are my cousin's stuff, so I don't even know what this is. The other 2 obviously came from Demon Slayer, the 2 characters, but this one is definitely on its own. So this person can be like very different on their own. I'm hearing someone who likes their solitude, someone who keeps to themselves. Okay, your future spouse. But someone who's also like very cool as well. It's like giving me someone who has both the capacity to be like the most popular person in the room, but then they also need their solitude, you know? This is someone like very cool, easy to fall in love with the sunglasses over the heart. Like, their heart is cool, like people, you know, fall for them very easily. But there's also something about them that likes to be very close to themselves. And then this is like giving me intuition, third eye, crown chakra energy kind of vibes. So I do feel like this person picks up on energies very easily, very well. So someone's like very highly sensitive person, I would say. They could be the center of attention 1 second, and then there's someone who's very composed to themselves the other second, you know. But I guess it all depends. They're very cool, calm, and collected as well. And they could have like a signature smirk. It's just giving me model kind of vibe. You know, they're cool. Everybody wants to be them. They're so beautiful. But just because everybody loves them, falls in love with them for their looks, and, you know, oh, this is my model crush kind of vibe, we really just don't know who they are. We just see them, the persona they put on kind of vibe is what I'm getting. I didn't really say all that for the other groups. So I don't know. There could be something special about your person or your group. I was like, let's just get into the reading, okay? So we'll do that now, though. So this is definitely, if you see yourself at a new angle, hi, hello. My ring light broke, so I can't use it to film a reading. So I just decided to open up the blinds and let Mother Nature's natural light come in, because why not? It's free. Okay? And so I can get a new light, child. So you're at this angle now, which I kind of like. It's cute. You can see me better, I feel like, because that light doesn't really give natural. It gives artificial, you know. And I like natural light, you know. I wanted to low-key be a photographer someday. Like, I like to go outside and just take pictures of nature, and I still do, but I just never said, oh, it's gonna be a profession. And I just said, you know, I'll just take pictures of life, you know, of moments and things like that. But I did low-key always want to be a photographer, like get my professional camera, just go around taking pictures. Maybe it still will happen. I'm still young, right? I'm seeing 333. That could be what this person does or did or wants to do as well. I don't know why I'm talking to like I know y'all. I'm like sitting here telling y'all my business. I'm like, yeah, you know. Okay, so we're going to get into who this person used to be. I'm going to try to put all the cards out on the table and, you know, then get into the energies of it. So this person used to be a warrior. Wow. Perfectionism and burnout. Interesting. Perfection is already giving Virgo energy for real. Warrior is giving Aries energy. Emperor energy. Shut up, Sable. Who this person used to be. The Hound. Loyalty, chains, and promises. Wow. This is giving like Hellhound. Sucked into hell and have to fight their way out. You know what that's giving me? Isn't there a new movie on Netflix with, I don't think it came out yet. I think it's supposed to be coming out this weekend or maybe today, because today's the 7th, right? Or the 8th, something like that, with Millie Bobby Brown, where it's called Damsel. And they're like, this is not your regular fairy tale, because she ends up being a princess, I believe, in the, what do you call it, preview. I don't know, I feel like, what's his name? YouTube made me watch it, so I watched it, okay? She is a princess, and she's betrothed to a prince or king from another, kingdom. So she marries him, he comes and meets her, everything is all cool. Then we have Angela Bassett, who is her, I guess, her protector or her nanny, the person who raised her, someone, a trusted confidant, who comes and tells her, I don't trust him. Like, something's off about them. I don't trust them. So be careful when you go to them. She gets married. She goes to them. He carries her, you know what I mean, into the thing. And then all of a sudden, he drops her into this deep, dark hell place, deep in the pits of the earth. And basically, she has to fight her way out. And I think this ends up being like a, what do you call it? It's a ritual they do. They get married, and then the females end up sacrificing. They sacrifice the females to this dragon monster down there. And I'm like, what the hell? And they said it's not your regular fairy tale. So she ends up having to be the warrior in that movie. But she was like, when she deserved, and she grew, you know, she was supposed to be the princess. Oh, true. Anyway, I'm seeing 555. So yeah, radical changes, things changing rapidly. But it's giving, this person was expecting a soft life. They deserved a soft life. That's what they thought they were getting. And then they ended up being transported to hell on earth kind of vibe. So they had to end up being a warrior, whether they're feminine or masculine, doesn't really matter. They ended up having to be a warrior, or there's someone who's like very perfect. They have very perfectionist tendencies, where everything, they expect everything to go a certain way, and when it doesn't, it kind of frustrates them. And it's hard for them to pivot, you know, pivot. It's hard for them to go from expecting one thing to actually having to face the reality of another thing. And then we have loyalty, chains, and promises. And it could be because they're stuck. They're set in their ways. Yeah. And if it has to do with like relationships, they get tied down or stuck because they want to be loyal until the end. So much so that it's to the detriment of themselves. Because if you're loyal to a fault, like, you have to be loyal to a fault, is what I wanted to say. You have to be loyal to a fault. When someone shows you they're no longer trustworthy, you can't be loyal to them, it's time for you to move on. This person would have a problem doing that, you know, or had a problem doing that, because this is who they used to be. They allow the loyalty to suck them into a hellhole dimension, because if the person wasn't loyal, they're going to keep hurting you if you stick around kind of vibe, you know. So they're allowing themselves to be hurt. So with perfectionism and loyalty, Virgos are known for being very loyal as well. So I'm getting a big Virgo watch. This person can be a Virgo. What did I want to say? I saw 727. I saw 737. So those could be important. Now, can I get some cards for who they are now, please? Who is this person now? Who are they now? Who are they now? We have the Waker, awareness and reflection. someone who's awakened. Like I said, something about third eye, crown chakra, and then we have the eye that's open. Yeah, this person awoken. They had I'm hearing glow up. They had a glow up, and they had an awakening, a spiritual awakening, a judgment moment where they were tested. Their judgment was tested, and it was like, you're either gonna keep perpetuating this toxic cycle, or you're gonna move along. Okay. Now, who are they now? They're definitely someone who's more aware. Wow. Okay. What? Hiding your true self and projection. This came through. Why are all these cards coming out again? This person could be right now hiding their true self, or projecting someone who they think they're supposed to be onto the world. Interesting. Can I get one more card for who they are now, please? Who are they now, please? Group 3s, future spouse. Who are they now? Group 3's future spouse. Who are they now? Why am I getting a whole "where are they now" thing? Oh gosh, and I'm hearing washed up. Hey now, stop, behave. Spirit, you mean. You're a mean heifer. Let me stop. You know, like someone who may have, like I said, a model. Someone who used to be, like, they could have been into child modeling when they were younger. They could be a child scar. They could have scars. They could have been someone who had some acclaim when they were younger, and they thought that was going to take them far. And like I said, it didn't happen, but they wanted it to, or they thought it would. It kind of landed them in a hell dimension, I would say. Wow, okay. But it's kind of like, you know how they do like "where are they now" things from people, like one-hit wonders, or people who never really stayed relevant. That's what I'm hearing. So washed up, where are they now? And then we have the Founder and the Weaver. Okay, because that masquerade was pissing me off. Like, excuse me. We have the Founder, foundations, community. This person's building foundation and community. They could still be projecting, but at least they're building something, okay? At least they're building something. We have the Weaver, rediscovery and transition. This is more like it. Okay, this person is definitely more, okay, now I'm hearing the message. Thank you. I was getting mad. I'm like, excuse me. This person has become aware, and they're reflecting on this, hiding their true self and projection. They've been putting of themselves out there into the world, this projection of who they thought they were supposed to be, of stuff like that. They become aware of that, and now they're moving on and building better foundations. Look at this foundation. Look at this big mansion here, like building a wealthy community, building a good life for themselves. And look at how we have the freaking beavers under there building things. We have a sword here. We have the person with a hammer over here building something. Yeah, they're building like an oasis, a foundation, a metropolis, a cosmopolitan kind of area where everybody can come and feel safe and seen and heard. Is definitely the vibe this person's giving off, because they know what it's like to, you know, be a false person, you know, to not be their true selves. And they don't like that, so they want to create a space for people to be their actual selves. I'm seeing 1111. We have the Weaver, rediscovery and transition. That's what this person's definitely doing. They're reweaving, or they're definitely building from scratch what they want, this foundation they want. Much better. Okay, so can we get more cards for who did their future spouse used to be, please? Who did their future spouse used to be? These cards can we go over more? Ooh, they used to be a gift, period. And pathway. These came out in group 2, so you guys can be connected to group 2 in a way. I don't know how that would be. What I sometimes say is, this is your group, and your person would watch group 2 for you, since you're watching this group for them. So if you want to know who you used to be and who you are now, maybe go watch group 2. I don't know, because these cards are definitely the same as group 2 that came out. And pathway, and we have gift. Okay, so who they used to be a gift. Okay, I'm in a pathway. They used to have a gift. See, this is the is playing into the whole child star, having a talent and using that talent to get where you want to be, but then also maybe it coming to an end. So they had a gift, and that gift led them on a pathway, and it could have landed them in hell as well. It's right under the Hound, which is loyalty, chains, and promises. Maybe a loyalty, maybe, what am I trying to say? Maybe a promise they made someone, took them on this pathway and this journey of having to find themselves, put themselves first, stop being a projection of what maybe that person wanted them to be or what they thought they wanted to be, kind of thing. This is definitely giving group 2, because that kind of came through as well in group 2. And I think that's everybody, though. Let me stop, because everybody has a journey to go on to become their best and highest self. So they used to be something before, now they're something now. So who are they now? False person. Why do I keep coming through? Official person. So we have hiding your true self, false person. Then we have official person. Let me show you. We have official person, then we have false person. Interesting. Who is their future spouse now, please? Who are they now? Who are they now? This person could have been dealing with a fake person. They're dealing with a fake person right now. We have distant horizons. Yeah, they're on a journey, rediscovery, transition. They're on a journey. They could be on a the eat, pray, love journey that I always love to mention, like a spiritual journey of self-discovery that is taking them to distant horizons. Because the character in the Eat, Pray, Love movie, I've never seen it. The way I mention it so much, I have to watch it one of these days. She ends up going to, I believe it's Bali, to go on this Eat, Pray, Love journey, you know, so they have to travel away to find out who they are. And then we have a coffin. They're going through a death. It could be a literal death they're going through, or an ego death is what I'm hearing. They're going through an ending of their life, death, period. Transition, boom. And that's what they call when people are, you know, moving along or dying. They're transitioning. So yeah, this person's going through, like, you know, a journey through the underworld to become who they're supposed to be. Okay. Let me put these cards over here and get some tarot cards to kind of make it more clear. So when I looked at the Hound, in the past, they used to be a dog with a bone. So they were definitely in an energy of not wanting to let go of something, okay? The bone could be a gift that they had, or it could be something that's dead, the way bones are, like chicken carcasses, you know? It's giving me nasty feelings. So with that, I have to say it. Like, a dog with a bone is definitely a dog that doesn't want to let go of something, okay? The past person. And it could have had them in their, like, very hyper masculine, fighting everyone, not trusting anyone kind of energy because they were hurt before, is a vibe that I'm getting. Not the light going away, light come back. Who did their future spouse used to be? Please, so get more clarity. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy coming through. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So yeah, Virgo energy is strong here. The force is strong in this one. Virgo energy anyway. And then we have Seven of Cups. And look at how they're looking at the cup with the heart in this. So this is something about relationships. Is a big vibe. Too many. Who did their future spouse used to be, please? Who did their future spouse used to be? Four of Pentacles. Holding on too tightly to something. Yeah. A dog with a bone, essentially. Okay, cool. Now, who are they now, please? Who are they now? Their future spouse, who are they now? So definitely learning in hermit mode. I'm hearing, okay, King of Swords, we love that. What is it called? Sheltered away from everyone. Yes, Six of Cups, love that as well. Aw, playful. Eight of Pentacles, hardworking, makes sense. And then we have the Sun. What? For now? What are you telling me? Nothing. Nothing. At the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Pentacles. Yeah, starting a new financial pursuit or journey. But I don't know what this was, like a scary face smiling in here, like an evil face smiling. There could definitely be something here, like a false person. Because that's not what this card is. Like, looking at it from this view, like a back a little bit more, it looks like this is like the evil face smile. Like, this is the eye, and this is like a horn, the head or something. That's what I'm getting. And I'm just the kind of person who sees faces and everything, and I think that's like something you can be diagnosed with. I forgot what it is. It's called paranoia or something like that, where you just see a face and everything. It's I think it's like a something. It's an actual thing. Okay, boy, who this person used to be? Someone who's like a long, windy road of transformation with the pathway here. They feel like they had a path in life. They knew where they were going. They were very sure of themselves. It could have been something from childhood is what I'm hearing. They were very sure and knew they had a plan for everything. And they didn't know what they were in for. They thought, oh yeah, if I'm loyal to this, or if I'm going to do this, or I'm going to dedicate myself to this, then I'm going to, it's going to lead me to success and happiness. The way in the path, the way in the distance, we have the sun, which is the light. And they did end up getting there with the sun here, but it ended up, there was some lessons to be learned. That's essentially what I'm saying. There was some lessons to be learned. Okay, interesting. Who it used to be. I'm hearing a joy to be around. There was someone who was a joy to be around. They were a gift to those around them. There was someone who was very loyal, but that loyalty kept them bound in chains, is what I'm definitely getting from this person. Promises they made kept them bound to people that they may not have been supposed to be bound to. Okay? They could have been given something that they thought was a gift, but it really wasn't. And it was kind of a gift because it took them on the journey they were supposed to go on, kind of thing, So this person that they were loyal to, this relationship they may have been loyal to, is kind of like, it jump-started their journey of healing, So it was, in a way, a gift. What is that? I thought I was something moving outside. This person could definitely be paranoid for real. Because I'm seeing faces in the car, seeing things moving outside. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, that's normal to see things moving outside, but we're on the upper levels. I shouldn't be able to see anything moving outside at the height I'm at, other than bird, and it wasn't a bird. Okay, so here we have the Hermit card. It definitely wants to come out in reverse, though. I'm called to say. So it's definitely someone who was trying to come out of their shell. Okay, someone who could have been trying to. Yeah, there's something here about them having a goal, having a gift, having a goal, having a purpose they were definitely dedicated to, and or feeling they had a purpose in life. So I'm giving the example of a kid who grew up knowing they wanted to be a doctor for the rest of their life. Like, I'm going to be whatever kind of doctor I wanted to be. I want to be this. And they said, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I was given a gift to help take care of people, or this is my gift in life. This is going to be my gift to humanity, to help them heal, the way doctors do. And then along their journey, something happened here where they became a lot of indecisive, not a little indecisive. They became a lot of indecisive about what they actually wanted to do and who they actually wanted to be. And it took them a long time because they were so chained and loyal to this dream of becoming a doctor that they didn't realize or relent when their soul was pulling them in another direction. Because they were so dang stubborn. Like, no, they're not seeing that their heart is leading them somewhere else. They're staring straight at the cup with their heart in it and all these options. And they're like, okay, my heart wants to go here, but no, I said I'm going to do all these other things first. And someone who is stubborn, who does not want to learn the lesson they're supposed to learn, has to learn things the hard way, unfortunately, which is probably what this person had to do. Learn things the hard way, go on this path. But the path, anyway, was leading them to this sun, this happiness in the distance. So I don't think it's really that bad, but it's just like a lesson they had to learn. To follow your impulses, follow your heart, follow your intuition, and stop being so stuck and like, I have to do this in this kind of way, or I wanted to do this when I was 5 years old, so I have to stick with that dream. No, our dreams are always changing. We're ever evolving. Okay, Four of Pentacles, stuck, definitely saving. And also, I don't know, I'm hearing feeling down on your luck. So this person could have struggled to like keep money. They're like very that scarce mentality. Scarcity mentality where it's like, oh, I'm never gonna have enough money, so whatever money I have to hold on to. So this person was definitely in that vibe. Oh, I don't have enough, I never have enough, or I'm never gonna have enough kind of vibe. I think it's significant in some way that the fox is helping or protecting the rabbits, which represent fertility and their coins as well. So it's like, instead of eating it, because the fox is a predator and he's supposed to eat these things, instead of him eating them, he's kind of like hunching over them and saving them in case he never finds another rabbit a day in his life. But what he doesn't see, being in his hole, is that look at all the rabbits and all the other animals that he could eat. Instead of eating what he has and going out to find more, he's like, oh, I'm gonna hunch here and stick with what I have, in that hermit mode, stuck. Yeah, this person was stuck. and they were given a gift, but it's like, you know, not looking a gift horse in the mouth, but it's kind of like not seeing or experiencing the present as a gift, which is funny because the present gift, they mean the same thing. Like, you're not seeing the present as a gift. You're kind of like, you know, maybe worrying about what's going to happen, or like I said, not, what I'm trying to say? Someone who's given many opportunities to learn different things. The Seven of Cups is that kind of vibe as well. Having many dreams, wanting to do many things, having many passions. But you're like, no, I can't be a doctor and a singer and a this and a that. I can only choose one. And it's kind of like, that's not true. You were given this gift because you were given the gift of knowing how to do many things. And it's also taking me to the fact that in this path, maybe have mad butterflies. So it's like many different things. You know what it's giving? Manifesting generator, which is has just come through a lot lately, or it's just coming through a lot because I'm learning more about it, and it keeps coming through to help me tell you the messages easier. So it's like manifesting generators are supposed to do many different things. They have many different purposes in their life, which is definitely playing into the part of the Seven of Cups here. Your heart dragging you in many different directions, you know, but you only thinking you have one path. But along the way, you're going to become this butterfly. And then you're going to transform to another butterfly. They're going to transform to all those other butterflies until you finally meet your son. You know? Meet your son. Some of y'all could have a son. So you were given many different gifts. This person was given many different gifts. And they were so stuck on only fulfilling one of those gifts that they kind of got lost. I'm hearing in the sauce. Interesting. Okay. So who they are now is they awoke into these things. They are more awake now than they ever were before. They woke, okay? And they're definitely more aware, and they're reflecting on everything that they've been through that has been leading them up to this moment, okay? I just saw 2444, so 444 is important. Feeling safe and grounded in the present moment is definitely something this person's working on right now, living in the now. And I'm not going to be surprised if from this deck, now may come out. Living in the now, focusing on the present, you know, and like I said, experiencing the present as a gift and stop worrying about the past or the future is what this person could definitely be, you know, grappling with right now. Ooh, dang. So we have the mascara, hiding your true self projection, and this person ought to be a projector as well. I don't know much about projectors. But this person could be a projector or a manifesting generator, one of those things. But definitely this person could have been acting as a projector instead of as a manifesting generator. Okay, I don't know. I'm laughing because she was trying to sneak past and not get in the camera. She's funny. Yeah. This person could have been acting as a projector, feeling like they have to maybe do one thing. If that's even what a projector is, I'm not 100% sure. But they were acting as a projector instead of a manifesting generator. So it's kind of like they weren't acting in their highest purpose. And that leads to like frustration when a manifesting generator is not doing what their purpose is, you know, following their purpose. Now we have the founder. This person was supposed to be a founder, like I said, finding many different things, building many different things, having many different passions and, you know, life purposes. Building a community around them. You know what I mean? A manifestor and a generator is someone who uses their energy, their what is the word that I'm looking for? Inexhaustible energy to build, create. And this person wasn't creating. You know? That's that. Now they're doing that. Now they're definitely creating now. They're becoming the founder of their own life, the CEO of their own life kind of thing. In control, in charge. And they're building their palace. As they should. As they should. Okay. Now, we have the Weaver, rediscovery. They're rediscovering themselves and relearning everything that makes them unique kind of thing. So it's like you're starting from scratch, starting from the bottom, now we're here, okay? And the thing about that song is they start from the bottom and now they're here, they're rich and famous, the Drake song. So, And look at how we have the eye awoken again, the eye open again. So definitely, you know, following their impulses, their intuition, stuff like that. But before they weren't. They were kind of like, you know, being stubborn and sticking to the chains, being chained to some kind of ideology or belief system that was kind of keeping them trapped, I would say. Okay, we have the false person. They weren't being their true self, honestly. But because they're an official person, you know, and they may not have felt ready to step into that. Someone who was in the limelight, someone who was seen, someone who's a leader, someone who other people follow, you know? distant horizons. This person's going to be traveling more. Who they are now, they're traveling more. And look at how we have the anchor coming up. And these are chains. This person's no longer going to be chained to the rhythm. I'm hearing that song by Katy Perry, where it's basically, I think it's like it's supposed to be like a political statement. Like, we're no longer going to be chained to the rhythm. We're going to, you know, free ourselves kind of thing. This person's free. I'm like a bird. I want to fly away. This person's no longer keeping themselves chained. They're flying away now. You know, a ship can't fly. Just watch. Look at it flying. Nothing can hold them down. Drag them down either. I'm hearing drag me down by one direction. And now we have a coffin. Because of those things in distant horizon, they're ending a cycle of their life and starting something new. It's like an ego death, a personality death. Who they used to be is gone, and they're becoming somebody new. We love to hear it. We love to see it. Now, with the King of Swords, someone who is definitely more able to communicate what they want and someone who is able to communicate what they want and what they're about more effectively, okay? Someone who is telling it like it is, okay? Someone who's a leader. This is definitely giving me like a leader vibe, a teacher vibe, a mentor vibe. Someone who people come to for advice, sage wisdom, telling it like it is, for guidance, for truth, for clarity. That's who this person is now. They are finally stepping into their leadership capabilities. Okay, and look how they use, you know, cute little crown. Like the owl is wise, it's wisdom, it's knowledge. You know what I mean? I love this for them. How cute. Because don't we all love to get to the stage where we're sure of ourselves? And this is the third group where the card that came out after is a king. I believe group 1 was the King of Pentacles. This person turned into a King of Pentacles. Group 2, this person turned into a King of Wands. And now group 3, y'all person turning into a King of Swords. We love it. We love it. We're elevating out here. We're not pages. We're not knights. Okay? We're not queens, which we love a queen. We're kings. We're fully in control of our reality and our acquired strength. Okay, the King of Pentacles is the king of money. The King of Wands is the king of charisma and energy vibes, you know? And this is the king of speech, knowledge, spreading the wisdom that they've accumulated. So I'm hearing telling their story, speaking their truth in a kind of ways, building their community. So it could be someone who's on social media telling their story and taking people along for the ride. You know, it's giving story time. I'm hearing it's giving, this person could be what is it called, someone who teaches people how to do things, you know, teach people how to spend money better, stuff like that. Or it could be even someone who's a tarot reader, something like that. You never know. They're out here giving knowledge to people, okay? Then we have the Six of Cups, peace, harmony, joy. I'm hearing it's like reconciling your past with your present and your future. That's what this card is giving me right now. Reconciling who you wanted to be as a child with who you are now. Understand that it's okay to be different, to change, to evolve, okay? At peace with who you are, in harmony with who you're supposed to be. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm getting a little emotional. We're not going to do that, okay? Like, I know it's hard, guys. Like, it's hard. Anyone who tells you it's easy to just live, to exist, to become and be yourself, it's not. Like, it takes so much strength. So I'm proud of this person. I've been proud of all three groups, honestly. Like, a big mom, but like, I'm proud of y'all people, guys. Like, they're doing the work, which we love. We need more people like this. And I'm glad y'all getting y'all people like this, okay? Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, someone who's definitely setting down roots and building and mastering, becoming a master, okay? An ascendant master for some, or a master of their craft for others. Whatever their craft may be, whatever they give knowledge in or about, it's definitely they're becoming a master in that. So mastery. Hard work, busy bee syndrome, you know, being busy, running around, you know, doing a whole bunch of stuff, having a lot of projects is what I'm hearing. This is definitely someone who is here to do a lot, okay? Now we have the Sun and Oasis. Yeah, they're finally finished building their community, or they're just steadily building their community and finding their happiness. These two coming out together is beautiful energy. And I love how we have a little bit of everything. What we're missing here is wands, I would say. Yeah, because I feel like group 2 only had wands. You have a sword, which is good communication. We have pentacles, good work ethic, good at making money, okay? We have cups, emotional harmony, and all of these things together create physical abundance, okay? And this is what this Sun card is kind of giving me. just in sync, happy, in alignment, in harmony with their highest self, who they're supposed to be. Okay. Don't we love it? Like, just surrounded by magical fairy dust. I think this person finally believes in themselves, and they believe they can do whatever they set their mind to, and they have the determination and the accuracy to get what they want. So it's kind of like maybe like a sharpshooter, someone who shoots and always hits the target. Boom. Happiness. So this person's definitely in a good they're in a good place in their life, I would say. The sun is finally shining and they know what they're meant to do. I'm hearing Phineas and Ferb. I know what I'm going to do today, you know? I'm seeing 3333. For those of you who watch the show Phineas and Ferb, they would always get up every day and figure out what big, extravagant, not me saying extravagant, I'm not sure, extravagant, creation or confection or, y'all know Phineas and Ferb. They was building a whole bunch of stuff, okay? And Phineas is the one who would come up with the ideas, and Ferb was kind of like the yes man, or the one who was building and actually, or coming up with the idea on how to build it. So Phineas would be like, Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. And they're building a roller coaster throughout the tri-state area. They're going, visiting the future, going on Mars, like big missions and adventures these little boys were accomplishing day to day. That's definitely the vibe this person's giving me. And people, like, I'm hearing small but mighty, small but fierce. I'm hearing the sword is mightier than the pen. Right? Is that what it's saying? The sword is mightier than the pen. Whatever that means, guys. I don't know. They're using their truth and their knowledge to kind of, become mighty. And I'm hearing, small but mighty. So this person could look very small. Or like average height is what I'm hearing. They could be smaller, average height. If I'm hearing if they're feminine. They could be small if they're a masculine as well, because we have some short kings out there. Hello, I see y'all. I acknowledge you. Okay, so what are we doing now? I was saying something about, Phineas and Ferb. I know what we're gonna do today. They would achieve some amazing feats just in one day, and then move on to the next day and do something even bigger and better just the next day. That's the energy this person's in. They're a creative force to be reckoned with. Can we get some last final messages on what is going on in their present and their future, please? We're done with the past. We went over the past. Now we're hankering down in the future. We have be present. See, something about being in the moment. That's what I was saying. And it wasn't that I was saying that mad times in the reading they're learning how to be present. Okay, let me get more cards and I'll get into that. What else is their person focusing on in the now and in the future? Follow the moon, lucky bamboo, and unicorn. Okay, I'll take all of these. Why not? So the first one we got is be present. You are missing out on the magic of the moment. Practice mindfulness and reconnect with the now. And I said in these cards, we're gonna get something about now. There's actually a card that has now on it, but it said no. We're gonna, give you a little razzle dazzle. We're gonna give you the words you were saying the whole reading as well as now. Okay, because we have the now right there. So be present, like I said, the now, like I said as well. Boom, you love it. Take a few deep breaths in and out and experience everything happening around you. That's definitely what this person's trying to be now, because they weren't doing that before. They're definitely doing that now. What card came out next? Follow the moon, intuition, energy. Honor its power. As the moon waxes and wanes, so do you. Take notice of your emotions and how your body feels. Use the moon's energy to set clear intentions and release any unwanted negative energy. Yeah. This person can manifest with the moon as well. Then we have lucky bamboo. Invite wealth, good fortune, and abundance into your home. This plant attracts happiness, prosperity, and longevity into your life. Increase the feng shui and create harmony in your space. Okay, so your person may need to do this, or just some confirmation that if you end up visiting this person's house while you're in the dating phase or whatever, you see bamboo in their house, that's kind of like your little confirmation that this is your person. Like, oh, that came out in a reading. Bamboo in their house, this is them. And this is going to be a person you're going to marry. Just a little sign. I just saw 3737, so you could be seeing 3737 a lot as well. But while meeting this person or before meeting them. So definitely they're in a very prosperous stage in life, like I was saying before, with the Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Sun, harmony. Whew, and it all comes from speaking their truth is what I'm hearing. So we have unicorn horn magic. Crystals are healing stones and energy amplifiers. Use them to create balance in your chakras during meditation. By cleansing, you gain divine spiritual alignment and clarity. Spiritual alignment and clarity, boom, that came through, I feel like, at least once in the reading, okay? The third eye kept coming through. And what was I gonna say? I almost lost my train of thought. Crystals as well. So bamboo, if you see bamboo in their house, or if you see crystals in their house, or they wear crystals, that could be also another confirmation that this person is your future spouse, okay? Because they're definitely grounding their energy, cleansing their energy, meditating. If this person meditates with crystals, these are all signs. I feel like a lot of people do this these days, but not enough to not be able to, narrow it down, kind of thing, This is someone who is aware of manifestation, aware of spirituality. They either use feng shui, they use the moon cycles, they use that manifestation, they use crystals, they use meditation for sure. They use some kind of, system to, ground them. And that's how you will know that they're your person. They use an advanced system that has been proven to work. Okay? That's all that I have for you guys. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe, the divine family. Love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email on the description box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day. As beautiful as the day that was outside, but the sun is kind of going down now, which we love as well. So beautiful sunset. I'm gonna go watch that after I'm done reading with this reading. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.